Yo, what is up guys, Gray here, and today we've got our 12th and final week of the BBR. We're going up against DyeItTight and his new Britain Rockruff, and we're just going to have some fun with this one. So we are pretty much out of playoff contention. I think it's a case of 5 out of 7 teams need to lose, and we need to win 3-0 at the very least to have any chance whatsoever of being able to make it into playoffs. And honestly, the season that I've had, I don't necessarily feel like I've deserved playoffs, but at the same time, it just seemed extremely unlikely that I was going to be able to make playoffs. And the week that we played was super heavy for me in terms of work, so I didn't have a whole lot of time to prep. So I just messaged my opponent and said, let's bring some fun stuff, let's have a fun game to end the season off. So this one's not going to be serious by any means, but it should be fun. It should be an entertaining game at the very least. It should be quite quick as well. And unfortunately, we are going to be playing this on Showdown. We are a little strapped on time. Like I said, it's a super heavy week for work in terms of mine, and my opponent as well did not have much time. Not to mention that they got the whole time zone thing. So yeah, this is not going to be the it's not going to be on Wi-Fi, unfortunately. I'd love it to have been on Wi-Fi, but we did try and get it to work. It just didn't for the first 4 attempts on LAN timer. So we decided to move over to Showdown and just kind of get it done, because we didn't have any other times really in the week that we could get it done. So looking at the matchup, let me just get his team, as I forgot to get it before starting recording, which is great. So his team is Corviknight, Hydreigon, Selgor, me and Shell, Seismitoad, Weezing, Galarian Weezing even, Lycanroc Midday, Alolan Marowak, and Kangaskhan Leafeon. Not really going to go into too much detail about this, because like I said, I'm going to be bringing some pretty heat stuff. But I expect him to probably bring top 6. That seems fairly likely. And getting into our team, first up we are bringing Keldeo with Life Orb, Aqua Jet, Liquidation, Close Combat, and Swords Dance. Honestly, I want to bring a physical Keldeo all season, but in a serious game, it never really has a place. Occasionally you can bring a physical move. For example, if something has a times 4 weakness to rock, then there's a chance you can bring a rock type move. You can bring Stone Age or something. Maybe X Scissor, something along those lines. But honestly, Keldeo now deals with its own checks pretty well with special moves, so physical is completely not necessary. But we're bringing a Swords Dance set just because we're bringing some heat. Hopefully we get to use it in this game. Next up, we've got Weakness Policy, Weak Armor, Skarmory, with Iron Head, Brave Bird, Rock Slide, and Swords Dance. We are just fully physically offensive. 2 Swords Dance mons to start off. If I can get to +4, I think actually I'm able to break through Corviknight, which is kind of nuts with Rock Slide. Other than that, he really doesn't have anything on his team that takes a +4 anything. So Phil could put in some work this week. Next up, we have got Vileplume with Choice Specs, Petal Dance, Sludge Wave, Moonblast, and Sleep Powder. Bringing this set literally just because Zangoose said that he wants to see the Choice Specs Vileplume again, so a bit of fan service there, bringing a Choice Specs Vileplume for a second time this season. Next up, we've got a set that my good friend Luxance tried to persuade me into using earlier in the season, with Body Press, Acid Armor, Rest, Sleep Talk. It's walled by Galarian Weezing and by Alolan Marowak, but we're bringing it anyway, why not? Seems like a fun one to use, and it's a set that Lux tried to get me to use earlier in the season, so why not? Then we've got 2 sets that are somewhat, I guess, serious. This one is because I tried to use Flame Orb, Guts, Agility, Luxray earlier in the season and completely messed it up. So we're bringing it again with Wild Charge, Facade, Crunch, and of course Agility. It does run through his team. If we get rid of Seismitoad, it's not really that much on his team that wants to take an Adamant Facade or an Adamant Wild Charge. So yeah, there's a chance that Luxray could just sweep. And last up, we have got our Ndidi with a Salak Berry for some reason, because I didn't know what else to use. Expanding Force, Dazzling Gleam, Mystical Fire, and Calm Mind. Again, somewhat serious, but the Salak Berry is not even... I've realised I've not got any speed on this, so it doesn't matter, because I'm going to be outsped by probably me and Chow anyway. I'm going to be outsped by, I think, even Hydreigon, honestly. I'll be outsped by Lycanroc, so yeah, I don't think this is going to be doing too much, but you never know. If I can get rid of the faster things early, then maybe we can be put in range to actually do something with DD. But yeah, that's going to be the team. We're just looking to have some fun, like I said, and yeah, I think my opponent might be bringing some spice as well. So I don't think probably to the same extent that I've gone, but I always go too hard on the memes. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the battle. Hopefully it's just going to be an enjoyable watch. Make sure to leave a like if you're enjoying the content, by the way. Support is greatly appreciated. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the battle. Okay, so here we are for the game, and you can see they brought the Corviknight, Lycanroc, the Meowscarada, Weezing, Seismitoad, and the Selgor. No idea what his sets are going to be, so we're just going to get straight into this. I'm pretty sure I lead off with Vileplume, just because it has a decent matchup against anything that's not Corviknight, and even if it is Corviknight, I could probably just click Sleep Powder. And he leads off with a Weezing. I didn't expect him to stay in and take a potential Sludge Wave, but I guess he doesn't know I'm specs. So I go for a Sleep Powder, and unfortunately we just miss it. I don't want to take a second Flamethrower, so we go out into our Goodra. And despite the fact that I know this thing completely walls me, I still decide, hey, I'm going to start setting up on it. Because, you know, why not? And he reveals the Play Rough, which actually does 34% when we're at +2 defense, so that's kind of nuts. I didn't realize that Weezing even had an attack stat, so yeah, it's doing a lot of damage. We actually set up to +4. We do get poisoned by the Sludge Bomb, and it's not going to matter because we are rest, and we're going to click it on this turn anyway. And unless he crits us, this Play Rough should never kill us, and we're not going to do any damage in return. You're going to see in a second we're going to get Sleep Talk, and we are going to get Body Press, and that does 9%. That is like max attack effectively Body Press, and it does 9%. So at this point I'm very aware that I'm not able to break this Weezing whatsoever, so I'm just going to switch out on this turn, and we only have one turn. We'll wake up whenever we come back in, so we go out to the Skarmory to activate the Weak Armor, but he's neutralizing gas, so yeah, it doesn't work like that. And we are going to get our Weakness Policy popped, but we aren't going to be at +2 speed, unfortunately. So he switches out into the Seismitoad, and honestly, I should maybe have just attempted to not Brave Bird there. I could have clicked Brave Bird and it would have killed most things on his team, so I probably should have clicked that, but Seismitoad unfortunately lives, and we're just going to bring in the Luxray to get the kill and the Flame Orb. And of course he has the Weezing. I forget about neutralizing gas in this battle, I think, completely. And so yeah, he just brings in the Weezing, and then we go to click Sludge Wave, and his Weezing's going to drop. I don't think he was expecting that to kill, as he goes out to Corviknight, and then doubles out into his Meowscarada, which is a nice play. Puts the pressure back on me, and I'm just going to sack off my Goodra at this point, as he reveals the Bulk Up. So I definitely need to threaten this thing out if I can, and he's going to kill me with the Drain Punch. At the moment it's fairly even, 4-4, but indeed he comes in, and this is where things start going a little bit downhill. I click Calm Mind, making the read, which I think was a pretty good read, and he clicks Agility, so this should have really been very obvious what his set was, and I should have Calm Mind one more time to make sure it was, when I click Mystical Fire, I put it in range of Aqua Jet from Keldeo, so I didn't lose to it. And unfortunately, the Mystical Fire does not do enough damage, and the Corviknight is then going to pop its Weakness Policy. And at this point we just lose. Straight up we just lose. I don't think... well, I had to wear away my Psychic Terrain turns firstly, because if I had any chance I had to outspeed it, which would only happen with Aqua Jet. And unfortunately, like, at this point everything's just going to die. Send my Vileplume in hopes that maybe I get like an Effect Spore Paro or something. Unfortunately we don't get it, and here I just ask my opponent, can I use this set just to get a kill, because I've wanted to use it all season, and he obliged because I let him have Meowscarada, let him get a kill with Meowscarada to end off the season. So we are going to take down the Corviknight with our Swords Dance Keldeo, and we're just going to keep Swords Dancing so we don't get any more kills, and we're going to end off our season with a 3-0 loss, but I don't think we can really count this one as a serious loss by any means. And good game to my opponent, was a lot of fun. We both decided to go for Weakness Policy Still Flyings, which is hilarious to me. Like, I think we both just had the same wavelength of like actually, you know, offensive does a pretty good job against my opponent, so why not? Why not bring it just for the memes? And yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, it was a bit of a I don't know, Clown Fiesta, I guess, to an extent, because we just brought some weird assets. I definitely brought more heat, I think. Granted, he had like physical wheezing, and he had weakness policy, power trip Corviknight. But man, I had like Swords Dance Keldeo, I had Swords Dance Skarmory. If I clicked Swords Dance on the first turn it was in, I probably would have killed something. Probably killed something, but yeah, good game to Jason. He's a really great guy. Make sure to check him out, as well as all the other coaches in the BBR for this season, because it's been a ton of fun. I've had a great time. Despite the fact that I've not necessarily played well, it has been my first season playing Wi-Fi for the entire season, and also of live comming. So yeah, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered, and hopefully if we do get invited back next season, then we can do better. We can push on with a better team and really push it for playoffs. We could definitely have made playoffs if we had beaten Steve, then we'd be in a great position. I could have gone into this game and I could have taken it a bit more seriously and just kind of hoped to play for differential or so if we did lose, and obviously try and play for the win if we were going to play properly. But yeah, make sure to check out all the coaches, because they made this season a ton of fun. Everyone who has been part of this season, it's been really great. So yeah, make sure to check them all out down below. And until the next one, have a great day, guys.